Welcome to the Modern Savage Podcast, episode 42, Good TV and Conspiracies.
Some of it, and then we talk and we pay attention to it again. It was really nice. I thought it was pretty good.
You're not gonna pay attention to all of it. That's all.
No, dude.
It's impossible.
We did 3 hours.
I can't believe that, though. It's what fucking blows my mind. It's fucking 3 hours long, and me and him actually talked about it like a lot, like a couple weeks before. We were like,
Dude, that's...
oh, we were like, we're gonna do it, but like, we're like, no one's gonna listen to it. Because we were like 3 hours.
3 hours and 10 minutes
3
because I turned 31. And
yeah, I didn't get 3 hours in.
Yeah, I didn't make it all the way.
I felt so
oh, dude,
bad.
everyone was so wasted by that point.
Yeah,
I
could tell.
No,
He was
Devolved into like loud laughter every 10 seconds, and then someone would say a couple things, then it would happen again.
You fell
I don't know if
asleep
that's
on the
true. That's
stairs.
what it sounded like
I
would
did.
happen. I don't even know if I made it that far.
You fell asleep on the stairs.
He fell asleep on the stairs. I drank my way through multiple alcohols. Like, I drank through a 6-pack of Coney Island root beers.
Jesus.
Then I drank that almost...
I'd be,
he
like,
was changing
puking after
drinks
that.
more than I changed clothes.
Too much
like,
sugar for me.
I drank 5 of those, I
You
think.
just- See, okay, never mind.
Then I drank that entire decanter full of, like, with the exception maybe 2 or 3 shots.
Okay.
That's almost a liter. And then I switched into Yingling.
So you went to beer, then
Sugar
Liquor.
beer.
sugar beer, liquor, sugar liquor.
yeah.
Not liqueur, though. Not
then
liqueur, because it's
back-
fucking...
and then back-
That shit's like 70 proof. It's the real deal.
70 proof.
Something like that. Something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. And then,
And then I went
like-
to Ying Yings.
what, it's like...
I'd be on my ass.
Oh, dude. He was like...
I was still on my feet.
You can't even fucking be like, Vince, would you drink on your birthday? The only correct answer is alcohol.
All of it.
What do you mean? What kind? All of it.
Yeah.
If it was there,
I
just
tried to set a
fucking
record.
Drank.
Like, I haven't partied like that since, like, I was still living in Liverpool. My 27th birthday, I was drinking rum out of a bottle like it was a beer. And then I switched over to 40s. And then, like, everyone was there. Like, everyone was represented at this party. Like, the punk kids were there, the metal kids were there,
This shit.
my interracial gay couple friends were there.
Everyone was there.
Everyone. And,
But,
like...
but me. But that's-
I didn't know you, man. Plus, you would have been like 8.
Oh, I
But
thought
This
How
was
old are you
he.
now?
18.
18. Oh.
I'm a youngster.
That's what's up, man.
This.
anyway, like
Oh, you're talking about your
Are you in school
21st.
still, or?
my
I was-
no, I'm
I
talking
was
about my
talking-
27th.
I was talking about
was
this current birthday. My bad.
You should have been there.
I know.
Why didn't you come?
I don't remember. Probably something stupid. Or I was just like, I'm tired.
I think he had to work.
Oh, did I have
I think he had to work. That's why.
Oh, yeah, I had to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made it out of that one.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Don't
And
think
I was
so.
planning on coming, but no one told me on the day of it. If someone would have
You're
messaged
in
me
our
and said something, I would have been up there, but I totally forgot about it. I was told about it beforehand. It just didn't cross my mind.
We were playing with fire when we even came up with that idea. Having that many people.
How many were on it?
Oh.
Total like 7 or
Oh
something?
no,
You gotta
there
think.
was more than that. We had
Never, not all at once, but yeah, it was probably
It was everyone was on the podcast pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone that was here was
almost
on.
all of our guests we've ever had.
I just stayed cognizant, and every like 15 minutes or so, I'd kick everyone off and switch it up.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I would probably get annoyed. Like, dealing with, like, stuff that has to be, like, correct on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, background noise, like, that's
Well, okay, so, yeah, I was actually
all that people
Yeah, I
even
was
upstairs,
actually worried about that, but it didn't. It turned out all right. I don't know
I
how.
didn't hear much background.
Yeah, no.
it sounded good. I liked it.
Yeah,
It was enjoyable.
I should probably give it a listen.
I
didn't
just
hear
thought-
like
You never
hear
listened to it
something
yet?
falling or anything like that. I mean, I just heard it all you guys.
No, that's just one of the few things I remember is just that we never really had to deal with like people just coming in here and like talking in the background, like not even paying attention. Everyone paid attention, and it was just like if you were in here, you'd sit down and start join the conversation, or you would just go upstairs if you came from the like. It worked out great. I don't even know how, because there was really no fucking.
I had an entire room full of this podcast's biggest killers.
Yeah.
Like the people that had the highest number of views were all on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I think like they walked in here, they knew what was going on. They were on a mission, and like they totally cooperated, and I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah,
It sounded good. I really liked it,
Like-
honestly. Like,
Everybody fucking brought.
there
it.
was no.
Has that gotten a lot of views?
It might be almost our highest because I don't count our first one anymore because we'll never get there yet. Well,
It's like the first one.
Yeah.
okay.
but since
You'll get
then,
there
like the
eventually.
highest number of views is 60, and that's where this one is. But Lawrence is there too.
I remember 127. I don't remember which one it was. It was.
Oh,
This
it's
is
when
the
he's
first
talking
one.
the first one. It's over 200 now.
Is
Oh,
it?
okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's insane. But
But even like 60, 70, like.
Do you guys
Even
have like
40.
logistics and stuff? Like you can look into how long people listen to it, or
I don't want to know that.
I don't.
I think there is something you can do that.
I don't really give a fuck.
No.
I just want those views to go up.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
That's why we
what
like
helps.
having people on the
Because that gives
show,
it,
'cause
that gets
see,
you
I even-
noticed.
I even
I don't give a
understand.
fuck how long you listen
Someone
to it. That
sees
gets
that
you,
more people have seen it, they want to look at it. Too,
eventually,
you
if
know?
we start getting like a lot of, I would hope you listen to it.
I even asked Josh this if you like really want to get a lot of like views and stuff like that. Have you ever like thought about doing a different like opening, like you two just sitting there, somehow like even have a camera involved where you're doing a podcast, like sort of like live. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Would you ever think about doing that, or are you just gonna keep doing?
I mean,
We're
It's
all
a podcast.
we're always thinking
We're always
of the
thinking.
next step.
Yeah.
right.
And that's where we're at right now because we're rapidly approaching 50 episodes, and we actually sat down and we set certain goals that we wanted to achieve by 100 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just keep upgrading equipment, just little things that make life easier down here, like a better table, something more permanent.
Right.
Like I was thinking about building one. That's why I was getting me into woodworking. That talk earlier.
Yeah.
But just stuff like that, like more microphones, a mixer, just upgrading our stuff. So those are our goals. We're looking. I think one of the top priorities is finding other places to put it to, like iTunes, stuff like that. I think that's our next step. But other than that, we're just trying to evolve.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
The bigger people on YouTube make it look easy.
well, dude, I'm not gonna let anyone kick me in the balls. So,
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, that's what are
As
you
long as you
talking
like,
about?
as long as you keep at it, stuff will keep coming your way. You know.
yeah,
That's just
I
kinda
mean,
how
we
it is. You
relentlessly
have to-
attack it.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking chew it apart.
I mean, we don't.
Take wherever you can from.
We have a small cult following.
We never.
We at least have that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We
But
ra-
it's a small.
It's
like-
small,
Like no.
and I appreciate every one of them.
Yeah.
But we're working on getting the numbers bigger. I don't know. It starts with consistency.
Yeah.
You know, rarely do we miss a Wednesday.
Right.
Just every once in a while.
Well, not in a while.
No. Like
Oh, well,
Valentine's
okay, we
Day,
did-
but
yeah, but-
before that.
I was more or less thinking just to fucking missed a whole week, but we haven't done that in a long time.
You had to miss one time when a pipe broke or something.
Yeah.
But like, we got one out that Wednesday. If he had to do one without me, he'll get it done.
Oh my god, you would let me do that?
I would.
I would listen. That would be a
So,
total
were you
shit
on
show.
the first episode too?
Yeah.
He's been on.
everyone. with
No,
you
I
guys,
missed a
so-
few in the beginning because I wasn't.
Yeah, he became permanent around episode 6, I think.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought is that you like started this. I know you've been wanting to do something for a while. You want to do like comedy for a while, but I think this is really
didn't-
suits you really.
Yeah,
well.
I didn't have time for
the
comedy.
longest. We've known each other for a long time, and forever. This is it. Like, whenever we first met, we basically would just shit on each other, like back and forth.
Yeah.
Just like fuck, you know. But then we would just do that all and just like and crack each other up, and so like we've always had like a good like
Back and forth.
funny connection. Yeah, back and forth. So
We got some good chemistry. For the
Yeah,
radio,
good
man,
chemistry,
for sure.
definitely.
The only difference
Never
is,
each
like,
other.
we were doing this anyway, regardless of whether this microphone's here or not.
this is really.
We've been doing this for an hour before you guys showed up.
Yes.
Right.
So we're doing this anyway. The only difference is we're giving people a way to listen to us do it, and hopefully they think it's funny or semi-interesting.
Right.
It's just when you meet that person that's just as fucking weird as you are.
Yeah. You know, like soulmates.
This is how. Kind of like it's weird.
This is Gerald.
It's hard to find someone that shares your goals.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
definitely
and
is.
thinks
That's rare.
and where their hobby is the same as your hobby, and they like it just as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like enough to dedicate themselves.
That's sort of how me and Josh are. Like, we like a lot of things and shit like that. Even you two, you know. It's like that's what I like. I like that stuff.
yeah.
That's what's hard about music, man, is that
Find them.
it's finding people that like have the same sort of dedication. Like everyone kind of wants to make it, but I don't think everyone like wants to do it at the same time or
Oh, definitely. Dude,
has like the
just,
needs to do it or the
It's
need
just,
to do it.
it's
instead of just
especially in
wanting
this
to.
area where they're just like, yeah, that's a good idea, and they're just
Yeah.
like,
Because
I don't really want to do that like at all this week. So it could be like like that shit happens, and then it's just like next week it's like, what like
yeah.
It's just like sometimes like I agree with that, you know.
it's exactly that's.
It's hard finding
That's just
someone with
why
the
I've
same
been-
dedication.
Right.
It is. This
That's
is
what it
why I'm
comes
like
down
I've been
to.
playing guitar for a
But
long
you-
fucking time. I've never been in a band.
No.
Because I'm just Vince knows me. I'm just a fucking free person, anyways. So I just like everyone's cunts. So I'm just like I want to just do this by myself. So I've just played guitar by myself for years.
Now you're being forced into working with me.
It's which is okay. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind. Like I've jammed with a couple people before.
Yeah. That's
I
that
think
have
whenever like people start getting older and stuff into the scene, like the people that aren't serious about it do start to thin out, and like
do.
the more like serious
we're
people
just doing this
stay
for
in
fun.
it. Right.
Yeah, that and
Well, I think it's all for fun in the end, whether you're serious or not. Like I want to make a life out of it, but
Right.
I don't really take it like super serious or anything. Like I
Well, you
go in
can't
there
be.
thinking like, oh, this is business, and
no.
I don't really think about the money
No,
too
you
much.
can't.
I probably should a little more, but I don't.
I think my goal with what we're doing, like we're tooling around with stuff, and I'm writing songs, and I want to record stuff. I have no desire to play live. I do not want to. I just want a project that every year I can put out 8 to 10 songs.
Yeah.
Really, really good thought out songs. I can do that every year. And that's all I want. I don't want it to be any... It'll definitely sound like us. You know what I mean? Because, he has a very distinct style. And I don't know if I do.
I think you do.
You
Vince.
do.
You've had your own
You
style
do.
for a while. It's
I'm not going to...
it's hard to really pin down someone's style.
It is.
It's all abstract, kind of.
Very
You
strong
can
rhythm.
say things. Yeah.
It's...
I think rhythm work is where the secret is.
It is.
You're
It
one of
is,
the
but
few,
fucking-
like I said, you're one of the few of the young generation that get that.
Like lead work and melodies, like cool, but it should be saved for certain spots to like exemplify or
The rhythm.
to really like
Yeah.
to really counteract it and be something new and fresh. Where like a lot of people just focus on that, where the rhythm is what gets people banging their heads to it.
Exactly.
You know?
And
Even
you're-
if they're
you're
not
exactly
like
right
moving
with the
around or
fucking- the
anything,
leads
if you
and
got
the
a good enough
melodies.
of a rhythm, somebody feels that in their head.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta.
And it's
you
really
look
good
for that
to-
head nod.
Yeah,
and
that's what you want.
The hooks.
The
Yes.
hooks,
You
man.
know, the hooks.
Yeah. Gotta put something in it that like is memorable or unique.
Yes.
Something that someone will be like, okay. Like,
I
I've heard
believe
this.
in texture when it comes to music.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like think about it like cloth. There's a bunch of different types of cloth. Like the texture from like a t-shirt is going to be way different than like say the inside of a sock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the inside of the sock's probably hard.
Yeah, only your socks.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was-
excuse me.
Oh. It was there. All right.
You weren't gonna say it. I was about. To.
I'm sorry. I did. I'm sorry. I made a masturbation joke. You're
It's okay.
It's alright.
I don't come in socks. So if you have to know,
Dude, I'm a tummy
I'm a fucking not a savage. I know it's the fucking show's called Modern Savage. I'm not actually a savage. I use a paper towel like a fucking adult.
Did you hear what Joe Rogan talk about what he does?
I don't know.
He's like, when I go to a hotel room, I just do it right on my belly, then I alligator roll across the bed and pass out on myself on the other side.
That's good.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Man, I used to clean fucking hotel beds.
Dude, how
I hated
nasty
that job.
was it?
It was pretty nasty. Like, I wouldn't see shit much, but like, it just smelled. There was something that was all over.
There was probably
just
always
like,
an
you carry the same bin around and push it around.
and you're not
it
even
just
sure
smells
what the
bad.
smell is.
Right,
You're just
that's
like,
what it is. That's the scary
I know what that smell is.
I think I do know what it is. I just don't want to admit it
Yeah.
to myself.
There's a
but,
smell.
you know.
It smells.
That's
It smells like the funk in here. Someone. Oh man, that was probably fucking
I didn't
weird,
like housekeeping.
dude.
I feel like
Hell no.
housekeeping at a motel or something.
I would just
bad.
if
I wasn't
I-
a housekeeper. I was like house staff. I just specifically took sheets and like pillow coverings and garbage.
If I couldn't do it, because I would just
bad.
I would immediately walk into a hotel room. Was it a hotel or a motel?
It was the Mountaineer.
I said it was a
It was
hotel.
a hotel. Yeah.
I would still assume.
I worked there for like 3 months.
I would still every
I couldn't
hotel.
make it
room,
work. It was my first job. It was not cool.
they don't make
I would
water
assume-
hot enough.
any hotel room I walked into, I would just automatically assume fucking raunchy shit's going on in here.
No, yeah.
Fucking
definitely.
dirty sex.
At least at some point. It's not like it happened that
dirty.
night or something.
Oh, someone's
Dirty.
OD'd on
At
that
some
bed.
point.
No, not a
There was
hotel. Not a
people
hotel.
find drugs
Motel.
and shit. This one person went missing, like while I was working there, or it was a day or two beforehand. But they like had a camera footage of her leaving the hotel, and all her luggage was just left in her room. That was it. I don't know if she was ever found, but I think she was.
Yeah,
like,
that shit was probably crazy since it was a Mountaineer hotel. That shit probably would happen, man. You fucking gambling
in
and
the
shit.
newspaper, I think.
Yeah?
At the time, I don't really remember. I think it was.
People probably would come up missing a lot. Like, you're gambling and shit.
Yeah, that's
Like, that's crazy. I didn't even think of that when you said you at the Mountaineer.
At the mountain.
At the Mountaineer.
plus
There's this one coworker I had who found $2,000 in a room, and if you turn it in, if somebody doesn't come back to claim it within like 4 weeks or like 2 months or something, you get to keep it, and he got to keep it. No one came back for it, and it was like in the lock.
Yeah.
There's like a little lock thing. I think we're supposed to check them. I don't remember if I ever did, but we're supposed to check them and see if there's anything in there. He found $2,000 in one.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to keep it.
Oh man, that wouldn't have got turned in.
Right.
Like in the first place,
I probably
I'm not
would've just
giving
took it
someone
home,
a
right?
fucking chance to come get that.
No, I would have probably took it home.
Oh, absolutely. There's no
You lost
way
$2,000?
in hell.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That person,
Yeah,
they
I don't
probably
know.
were so rich they didn't even think about
Exactly,
it. Or
that's what
or
I would
they were
assume.
so drunk that they didn't even know they had
Well,
it. They
hey,
woke up, which would
guess
suck.
Both A and B, fuck you. You're so like you don't need it, and plus you're gonna just be willy nilly and just lose $2,000. Yeah, you don't
just-
deserve it anyways.
I'm gonna spend this better than you.
Yeah. Fucking lose $2,000. What the fuck's the matter with you? You've never been poor. You hold on. I'll sleep with that shit strapped to me.
Oh, you've never had
With
better
it-
sandwiches.
I don't ever been that poor.
I've been that poor.
Wow.
I've had fucking. What else have I had? I survived for an entire month on Aldi's pizzas because they were like $1 a piece.
These
I remember
pizzas?
the pizzas.
Oh, it's
You would
horse
make
meat.
them all the time.
Oh, I don't care. Dude, I
It
survived
was the pizzas, and it'd be like some sort of ranch and hot sauce.
because I could go there and I could buy a week enough of those to keep me alive for a week for like $8, $10, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
It's so loud.
Just fucking do it.
Wasn't that like literally the only thing you would eat too?
That's all I could afford. I don't like Aldi's food because it tastes like ass.
Because it's horse meat.
Yeah, I know it's horse.
They have
Have you
organic
did you not
food
see the
out
news
there
reports?
now. I actually go there for their veggies because they're pretty cheap.
I think
they switched it over. It's organic now or something.
Yeah, I heard.
I don't really care too much about organic stuff, but it's cheap. They had like lemons on.
It
sale
makes me well, especially produce. It makes me feel better about it. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I heard. I heard like Aldi's produce is like pretty legit.
I still
now.
wouldn't buy meat there personally.
No, not their meat. Their produce is legit.
Yeah,
not their meat.
Like logically, what could they be doing to this meat?
I think it's just bad meat.
Why
I don't know.
Hang on. We
Alright.
can't talk over each other.
Okay.
I've stopped horse meat.
You think it's horse meat?
No, there was a fucking report. Like, it was like a couple years ago. They were just like, they tested it, and it turned out some of their meat was like, I don't think it was actual horse meat, but like, I think it was their ground meat. Had horse meat.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ruby's fed that to me before.
Well, you ate horse.
That's bad.
Now, there's really probably nothing wrong with that.
That ain't bad.
No.
Probably
It's not gonna.
super
People eat deer and shit.
It's probably really lean.
Most likely.
Because
They're all
horses
Tastes
are
like
fucking.
grass.
It's like all muscle.
Yeah, well, maybe, but still,
I feel bad for horses.
it's probably better than fucking cow meat.
Like, better for you. I just won't eat it because people gave it feelings.
It's probably better for you.
Ask Donnie, have you ever had horse?
The more I'm thinking about it, he said grass fed.
It's probably gonna be super gain. It's probably gonna taste like you'll taste the scent of grass.
But like fucking
I
dude.
guess horse meat's supposed to be like human meat or something.
Wow.
They say it tastes really close
I
to
eat
human
human.
meat.
I was thinking about that the other day. There's like websites where you could buy like a pound of lion for like $80.
What?
I would eat
even
lion.
lamb. Like, I think I've had some lamb before.
Yeah, I've had
it's
some
like,
lamb.
You ever had a gyro? You had lamb.
well, no, I've never actually had a gyro.
Oh, they're pretty awesome.
Gyros are awesome. I fucking love gyros.
Oh, it's the best thing you can eat.
I have a Greek restaurant not too far from my house.
Go down there and get gyros, man.
Greek
Good.
restaurant gyro. I never got a gyro at a Greek restaurant because I'm not,
I don't need a lot of that
It'll
stuff.
happen soon.
I just
Gyros-
I only eat a gyro when I go to a fair.
I go in
Gyros
there
are
like
best,
a typical
yeah.
American, get a cheeseburger and fries at a Greek restaurant.
Gyros are best at like either fairs or college towns, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you go
Yes.
anywhere
College
else,
kids like
then
that shit.
they're not too great. But at a college town or at a fair, they're perfect. They'll like cook them on the spit or something. You ever see that?
Listen, okay. We were talking about Carson Street a little bit ago. I was drunk as shit on the south side, just me and a bunch of people, and we went to this fucking gyro place on East Carson Street. I can't remember which one it was, but my girlfriend at the time was a vegetarian, and she fucking stopped being a vegetarian this night because she fucking smashed a fucking gyro in the middle of East Carson Street.
Oh my goodness.
That's fantastic. Good.
Yeah,
You ever have a falafel?
No.
I've never had a falafel.
I had one once. I did not like it. It's like a veggie gyro.
I heard it was
Ew.
amazing, but yeah, that sounds.
I heard they were amazing. I really didn't like it at all.
That sounds gross. Actually, I'm so ignorant
It was like
to
grainy
information
or
that
something.
I had no idea that's what a falafel even was. I just
Me neither.
falafel, and I've heard good things about
You
it.
know what I imagined?
It's a veggie
Some sort of
gyro.
like Belgian waffle.
Yeah, no, I don't want it at all.
Right? It does sound like something completely different than what it
And,
is.
I think of a Belgian waffle, but like a pizzelle flavor.
Crepe. What is it's a crepe? What's the
The
word?
crepe,
Crepe, yeah,
crepe, I
crepe.
think.
I
Yeah.
think it's spelled crepe.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like
how-
the same thing as like elephant ears, kind of, but with jelly
No,
on the
no,
inside?
no.
Or is that a
This is like
pancake
it's like
thing?
it's like a
really light pancake?
yeah. It lays real thin, like
It's really thin.
it's like a pancake, but it has the texture of like an omelet.
Well, it's that what's that scene in Talladega Nights? It's just a
There's
really
some round thin pancakes. I love them.
It's just a really thin. He's like, that doesn't sound that bad at all. Yeah, why? It'd be really easy. Yeah, that.
Yep, break it, Pepe Le Pew. I miss that movie. I miss Will Ferrell. He's doing another movie with John C. Reilly right now. They're doing Sherlock Holmes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think I knew that. Maybe.
I've
don't
never
know.
heard that.
Yeah, that's happening.
That sounds pretty interesting.
That sounds like it's gonna be funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
there's
about
two-
that
I think
life.
I knew that.
I don't think I've seen a movie in theaters since The Force Awakens. I saw that
Really?
like 3 or 4 weeks after it came out.
I saw Logan.
I want to see Logan, actually.
He saw
looks
Logan.
good. I haven't even watched Deadpool yet.
What?
I know. I haven't watched Deadpool yet.
Well,
Watched, like,
had
the
I known
first
that,
5
you wouldn't be
minutes.
here tonight.
Oh, you don't need to be mean. That's just fucking...
No,
It's alright. That's like how everyone reacts when I say that.
He should be.
I should watch it.
He doesn't. He didn't watch Deadpool.
Shun him from the show.
saw
just 'cause-
Sausage
I would shun him until you watched it.
Fuck.
I saw Sausage Party recently, but I didn't see it in theaters. I thought it was pretty good, actually.
He told me Sausage Party was good. You did.
I think it was alright.
It was okay.
And
It
like,
was
I thought it was going to be really dumb going
The
into
ending
it.
got old. Like,
Huh?
the ending got old.
Yeah,
It was too much.
The entire movie got old. Like it was funny for about a half hour.
Seth
Yeah.
best
Rogen-
And then
part
it's
was-
just they just kept
It got worse.
It was like over sexual or something.
Yeah.
That was really lame. And the funniest part to me was the bath salts part. That was like, that made me really laugh. And the piece of gum being like inspired by Doctor Strangelove, I thought was really awesome. Like a really cool nod to
The piece of
Stanley
gum.
Kubrick.
Well, the main villain was a douche.
Well, it was that.
Oh, he was a
literally.
douche. Yeah,
I
he was
believe
literally
it.
a douche.
Yeah, but it was that kind of.
Well, you
humor,
guys
know?
talking about
it was
that
literally
got
a
old.
douche.
That got, Seth Rogen got old.
Yeah.
Who else was in that movie?
I feel like he can maybe put out another good movie.
I'm not sure who else, but that
Because
was.
is it like it's usually like Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill? and,
It's
like,
probably all his
that.
people.
Yeah.
That like for.
I'm sure it was
probably,
all his
Yeah, it
people
was.
because
I
he
thought-
made the movie.
Yeah.
I thought Neighbors was good, but I didn't even
I like
watch
Neighbors.
Neighbors 2. Because I
I'm
feel like
sure
that'd
it
be
was
like
awful.
pointless.
I'm sure it was awful. Neighbors was
2.
like,
eh.
ha ha ha, like, but like not really that good.
It showed you that Zac Efron could be funny.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was about it. But
That was a
uh,
good surprise.
But it was
Yeah,
like,
good for him.
yeah, that was cool. But it was like, Rogan, what are you doing?
It kind of makes me upset because fucking I don't feel like Zac Efron should be allowed to be handsome and funny. I feel that's too much of a weapon.
Too much features
Wow.
there.
Listen,
People shouldn't have that much power.
I bet
Yeah.
his parents were Christians.
I don't. What? This has to do with
Ryan
that.
Because God looked well
Right?
on him. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there you
but
go.
I feel like
Put him on.
Zac Efron. Yeah, it's the thing is that he can act funny.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is just naturally funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he's-
just the way he talks.
He's just
really-
hilarious. Yeah, any interview you watch of him, he's fucking really
like
funny.
Deadpool is just you watching Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, like-
Like that's why he's great as Deadpool because like
That's
this,
what you-
this is kind of how this dude is anyway.
Yeah, like when you read the comic, you were reading it in Ryan Reynolds' voice whether you knew it or not anyway. Cause like anytime I see him like a thought bubble over him, like I'm like I read it as Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
And I always have for some reason.
Yeah.
I think Bill Murray and him would make a really good movie.
Like a weird that weird movie Zac Efron and Robert De Niro made.
I don't even know what movie that is.
I don't know.
That
It
was
was
some-
stupid. It was a studio comedy.
It was Bad Grandpa. It was the same name as the fucking Jackass.
Was it?
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Did it come out beforehand or?
No, it was after. It just came out.
Yeah. Was it the same fucking name?
It's dude, maybe not the exact same thing, but it has something to do with a bad grandpa because De Niro was his grandfather or something, and he was like, I don't really know.
I fucking hate studio comedy sometimes.
Oh, it's terrible. It's awful.
I hate how a lot of commercials for movies spoil like a big part of the movie.
Oh, they just do that
It's
all the
annoying.
time now.
But there's like you can tease something without spoiling it, but they always spoil a lot.
They just do
in
that
a lot
all
of
the time. They
teasers.
seriously, you're right. They do that all the time now.
It's really
They literally,
shitty.
yeah.
And it makes
They
you
didn't-
not want to watch it.
They didn't
but
do it at Auto Logan, I'll promise you that.
Well, you can
I
kind of
believe
tell.
that. And I'm not saying it's every movie that's guilty of it, but
You-
there's a lot of them
Yeah,
out there.
you
Yeah.
can kind of tell with Logan, but even though I didn't see the movie, but
I really do
That
want to
story
see
gets
it.
deep.
dude, Batman vs Superman's a great example of that.
Yeah.
Dude, they literally showed every
Every good
big
part.
scene in that movie. They showed it, not the whole scene, but a fucking
And they even took some of the big scenes out of the final product that were in the trailer, didn't they?
yeah.
That looked awesome. That looked like that would have been
No,
cool.
they did not really. I think there was maybe one, but
I think that-
Suicide Squad did that. They fucking just
Suicide
were like
Squad,
everything we showed you in the trailer. It's not even in the fucking movie.
Ah!
You know they were like bought out whenever after the movie was starting to be made, and they like edited the whole thing and changed it.
Yeah.
It was originally going to be like completely different.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
like to have seen the original cut. Or
Oh, they
whatever
put
it
out
turned
an extended
into.
cut that's like that brings it from a D to like a C plus, and that's what they keep doing. with that Ultimate Edition and
like,
the extended cuts.
It's like DLC with video gaming or something.
Oh,
which is like taken over too.
The Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. I've not even seen the Suicide Squad at all. I don't even want to say it. It's too much words to fucking say. This is why this is bullshit. Extended cut.
That's the noise you make when you're a fucking creep and you do shit like that. It's like they showed this movie to like a test group, and then they wrote down everything what's wrong with it, and they said, "All right, fucking run with that." Then they test grouped it again after they released it in theaters, and then they fixed it and gave it to you on like Blu-ray, and it still wasn't good. Like all the way. Like they fixed a lot of your bitches,
Right.
but like. It's still just an okay movie.
Yeah, but
I didn't get directed the way it was supposed to. They couldn't place it back
it's
together.
not, dude. It's not the director's fucking fault. This is a studio.
It's
thing.
a
That's
studio
what I think
thing.
it is. The publisher. And
People have
developer
really backed off Zack Snyder, as they should, because clearly it wasn't
When
him.
they figured out David Ayer can't do it either, they're like,
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm just worried that I've seen all the good parts of Justice League already.
I hope not, but dude, that's not. The Batman vs Superman, that extended cut is way better. I'm just gonna say it right now, it was way better
Oh, holy shit!
than the suit because
It made the movie make sense.
It made it make sense, and it was actually like, this isn't a bad movie. I mean, it could have been better, but like, it wasn't bad. But like, I heard Suicide Squad, like it was like, it still farts. Like
It's. They put a lot of the better scenes back in. Like, it was more like.
they still left a lot out.
It was more alternate scenes than it was putting things back in.
Yeah, that's.
It's like the
that's-
same scene, but longer. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But, like, alright. Have you guys seen the Ultimate Edition, like the Blu-ray version of Batman vs. Superman?
I haven't even seen the original version.
Okay.
I don't think
You
he
haven't?
has either.
Alright, answer me this. Why were they mad at Superman? Yeah, it's because they didn't tell you in that version. They didn't. They
Oh,
told
you did see that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you saw that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
They didn't tell you why they were pissed off at him.
No, they never. Not once. Not
In that
once.
movie.
And you couldn't.
Like he was just showing up to court for some shit. But in the Ultimate Edition they sell you on Blu-ray, there's a scene in there where they
I've just watched the theater
Yeah.
version.
Then yeah, that's
I never
on the
actually
Blu-ray
watched.
there's a scene in there where they tell you why they're fucking mad at him.
yeah, they do. And like,
It's
there's
just
like
that.
there's like 2 or 3 scenes in that movie that in that cut that just make the movie just complete, like not just a little bit, like completely make sense.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, now this movie makes sense. Not a bad movie.
No.
It's a little bit too long now with everything in there, but like
You can hack an hour of unimportant shit.
you could, you absolutely, and then it would have been a great movie.
Every Lois
Because
Lane
then,
scene.
yeah, because after the Ultimate Edition, when you watch that, it's too long.
Yeah.
That's really why. But it's a great movie. I think it's a great movie. But it's just too long after that. And that you're bored half the time. Even though it's a great movie, you're bored.
I find myself playing with my phone.
Yeah, me too. And you got to rewind, and it's just a whole big thing.
Like
But like you said, just there's so much shit they could just fucking cut out to shorten it a little bit.
during
Be all right with 3 hours. Like that'd be all right.
during Act 1 and 2, I mean, the entire second act I'm playing with my phone. Because you learn everything you need to know in the first act. Second act is totally unnecessary because it's mostly Lois Lane just bullshitting. And then Act 3, they finally, Superman comes to Gotham.
Yeah, Act
And
2.
that's where you need
and
to be.
Act 2
Is
is
there
like,
like any Superman movie that's considered good by like public opinion?
Man of Steel
Man
got
of Steel.
lukewarm fucking reviews.
yeah, but it.
That was the
one.
first one, right?
No,
No.
there was one with it was Superman Returns that was in the 2000s, and then they recast Superman and they did Man of Steel.
Okay, I saw that one.
That one was pretty good.
I thought it was all right.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's okay. It's watchable.
Yeah, it is watchable for real.
It's a little too long too.
What was
But
it?
it's
So-
really not that bad of a movie.
How was the new Batman? Superman vs. Batman.
That's what we were talking about.
Well, I thought you were talking about Superman.
No, we were talking about Superman versus Batman or whatever it is. Batman
Yeah,
versus
yeah. But
Superman.
how was the new Batman in it? Do you think he did good?
Oh,
or-
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's
dude,
the best
I mean,
He's
Batman.
the best. Dude,
He was
every
really
fu-
good.
Yeah.
Every
Alright.
scene he's in was just like, he'll admit he's not even that big of a fan of the movie, but every scene
Yeah, he's-
Batman's in, you're just like, holy shit.
You're just drawn into
You're
it.
just like, this is fucking badass.
He was
and
really
he-
good Batman.
That's
Here's
why,
the-
like, that's why Vince is right. Act 2, because I think
Batman's not in it.
Batman's in it like once.
Maybe.
Bruce Wayne's in it, like most of Act 2. Bruce Wayne's in it, but I think
Act 2 the only
Act 2's
time
when he's chasing the fucking Russians in the car.
Act 2 is the part where he wakes up from that fucking nightmare and shit.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah.
the car chase
Vaguely. I don't. It's forgettable.
when he's.
Oh, when he slams into the thing and
Yeah.
you bleed.
But that was the only time.
yeah.
That was the only scene in Act 2 he was back. So that's really why Act 2 sucks balls.
Yeah.
Because every like all of Act 3, Batman's just in Act 3, and it's just Act 3 is just like yes,
Yes.
yes.
If you would have condensed the first two parts into 20 minutes and stuck this at the end of it,
the warehouse scene.
yes.
That's the fucking best scene of the
Dude,
movie.
he fought like you want Batman to fight. Not only that, they addressed the fucking voice changer thing. Like, he didn't have to do a stupid voice. That was wonderful. Fucking, he's the only person that I've ever seen that was a good Batman and a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, because normally it doesn't.
You don't get both.
You don't get both.
Like, Christian Bale was a great Bruce Wayne.
Terrible.
Terrible Batman.
I thought this Batman was a terrible.
Oh, he
Oh,
just
it's
fought
bad.
so fucking stiff. And
Bad. It's so.
I like the movies though. I really love The Dark Knight, and
They were
Heath
good movies.
Ledger
They're
in
good
that is
movies.
definitely really awesome.
They were successful because they were humanized.
Yeah, they're relatable in some way, or there's
But
like some
that's what
sort
I
of
mean,
struggle
like-
that you can get behind, no matter what. That's why I think Superman kind of suffers from.
And
Is
that's
that
why
he's
DC
like
music.
too alien and
It
too
is.
awesome.
You're right. You're
to
absolutely right.
fucking-
Because no
for
one
people
can,
to really
Yeah.
like feel
Relate.
him. Yeah,
no one can
really.
relate to him.
I think that's why DC has a hard time translating to
Movie.
yeah, because
It's true. Though.
everybody's super powerful.
Yeah.
They're more out of this world than Marvels are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because Marvels somehow are just humanized, even in the comics.
Because they base you on a person before they give them that power.
Exactly.
So they get you attached to him as a human.
Right.
And then you watch this thing happen to him. And that's why Batman works.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
tell
has
me
been
how the
out.
Flash became the fucking Flash.
There is like
He is a human.
he is a human first,
It's just-
and then he
it's-
like gets shot by lightning. At least in the TV series, I don't know how the
That's
magazine is.
that's basically how it is.
And like it's from some nuclear like third dimension reactor thing or something.
There's-
Some new form of energy they're trying to make.
Yeah, and there's been multiple Flashes too, but
There's like multiples of every hero.
but the Marvel, the speedsters in Marvel, no one really cares about them either. So
But it's just Green Lantern. You know, before that terrible Ryan Reynolds movie, I had no idea how he became Green Lantern. I knew like he had a ring.
I do, but I'm in
The average fan
I'm
wouldn't.
just into D. Yeah, no, the average fan would.
But everybody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Right,
You know what I mean? Not everybody knows that Barry Allen is the Flash.
right.
They know that the Flash is.
I thought the abstract entities are really cool. It's sad they don't like get represented as much in the Marvel's universe.
But,
Although
the
they're not
Doctor
super
Strange shit?
relatable. Are they in Doctor Strange? I haven't seen Doctor Strange yet.
Doctor Strange took place in like multiple dimensions.
Yeah, the abstract entities are kind of like that. They're like literally the parts of the universe. Like Entropy is his own thing. I don't think that's his name. There's Galactica, I think is his name. He's been in a couple things. Or
Yeah.
Galactus, maybe.
Galactus.
Galactus. That's it. Galactus.
No, Galactus.
Oh, that's X-Men, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's still Marvel.
Yeah,
I mean,
know
he's
that.
like destroyer of worlds or
He's
something
like
that.
he's giant.
They turned it into a fucking cloud on fucking.
Did they?
Was it Fantastic Four?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, because the Silver Surfer, I think,
But that's not-
Galactus
that's
or
not
whatever,
Marvel.
like enslaves the Silver Surfer.
that's not
That was Fox
that's
dicking
not
around.
Marvel. I mean, Marvel has its name on it, but it's not Marvel.
No, that's Fox.
Yeah, but
Studios.
he's right. He's
What else is there? They're just like they represent the forces of nature or something. It'd be cool if they got really involved in something. I think.
Well,
I think the
it's always
captain
Phase
or
4.
the.
Phase 3.
I think the Avengers is gonna get into them at some point.
Well, like they're continuing on after
Phase 3.
Phase 3.
What is
They've
Phase
just-
3 right
They
now?
Where we're
Phase
at
3
now.
right now, yeah.
Okay.
Infinity War is supposed to that's going to be the end of Phase 3. That's all these
Civil
movies that
War
have-
kicked off Phase
yeah,
3.
all these movies that came out the last they're all have been gearing up for these last Avengers movies. But they've announced probably a year ago that they're going farther than that.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep doing crazy shit. We might not see Tony Stark and stuff like that anymore, but they're gonna keep doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
I think
It's
the
really-
new Spider-Man actor is really good.
Oh,
he's
he's fucking
awesome. The best
great.
I
Spider.
hope that they write really good material for him to use. Don't
They gave it
fuck it
partially
up.
back to fucking Marvel. So basically, Marvel gets Spider-Man back.
They're gonna all those writers, it's gonna be they're gonna have the correct writers.
Yes.
For it.
Disney doesn't fuck up.
No.
No, that's something that they've always done. Is not fuck up.
They've
yeah.
turned Star Wars around. They took fucking Marvel. And,
So I didn't know that Marvel was with Disney right now.
Oh yeah,
Disney owns
that's
how they did it.
And that's-
Marvel. I think Marvel knew when Disney was gonna buy. I think Marvel was just like yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that's how
Go all
they.
the way
That's
in.
look what they're doing now. Now they're doing their movies the way they because it didn't work. Marvel tried it. It didn't work.
And I mean, well, they put out the Hulk. Was that?
No,
that was
I'm
it.
talking about they
a
tried
lot
with
of people
the
talk
X
shit
Men,
on the
the
Hulk.
original
I thought it was
Spider Man. It was cool. It got them popularity to fucking do what they're doing now. But
You
look back,
needed Disney.
You needed someone. Yeah, well then now they're freedom of control because now that it's Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think so. They got that Disney money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
So that's what they needed. Is
You get
instead
the-
of partnering with the other studios, where it's now they don't own their stuff. This shit's they own their content.
it's
You know what I mean?
and it's they just have the right amount of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
they choose the best guy for the job they think would do it. You know what I mean? And if that doesn't work out, they get someone else. That's Jon Favreau was running out of ideas apparently, and they got Shane Black to come in there and do Iron Man 3. It was fantastic compared to Iron Man 2.
And people shit all over Iron Man. I don't understand. When you're one of the few people, me, you, and a couple other people, but the
The fucking
internet
Tom goddamn Petty then, right?
hates Iron Man 3.
I thought it was pretty good.
so good.
It was in comparison to Iron Man 2, and dare I say, the precious Iron Man 1, I like it as much as Iron Man 1.
I think so too. 2 is just.
I like...
I like 2.
Two's good.
It was with the
It's
electric
entertaining.
dude,
I'll
right?
watch it,
With
But
the parrot.
as far as how much do I care? The last time I saw it, I don't know. I saw Iron Man 1.
Once a year, I'll pick a trilogy and I'll watch it. I'll
Iron Man
watch-
3 is good. I just feel like people are just pissed. Well, he's just fucking Tony Stark all the time. But yeah, dude, it's he is he has PTSD. 'Cause
Yeah,
he fell out of a black hole. And he was just fuck. You know what I mean?
yeah.
This shit's weird. Because, all these dudes he's friends with are just, fucking, we got superpowers. And he's
Yeah.
just I don't. What the fuck are you all doing? He's just it's relatable. He's freaking out. It's pretty much all of Iron Man 3. Just, he's just fuck!
Yeah, he's like a beaten puppy.
And then, he figures
yeah.
it out and just, I'll just deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. I guess I'll just man up now. He's...
I thought he was pretty good in Civil War too.
Oh, he's
He, was,
good.
he
Well, he's
almost
in everything.
played like an anti-villain. It was really weird how they used the roles in that movie, but I really liked it.
he can relate to both sides. You got it.
Yeah, because it wasn't always... in the even in the comics, it is kind of seems like Iron Man's the bad guy. But if you have two sides to look at.
Yeah.
But even, I would say more so in the movie, you're kind of well, they're kind of both dicks.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Even in the comics, if you read the comic, it's even like that. But yeah, it is cool. It's cool because
It's
a
like I
Captain
think
America movie.
Captain America had chances to negotiate and kind of give in some of his side, but not all of it. And
Yeah.
same thing for Iron Man.
Yeah.
But Iron Man was more willing, at least in the movies, to negotiate. For what it looked like Captain America had his foot in the ground.
I mean, that's why it's kind of
But I understand his viewpoint too, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that's why in the movie it is definitely they're more relatable because, like, definitely in the comic, it is more like Iron Man's a dick. Like, of course, Captain America's not going to be like, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking let the government tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Where like Iron Man's like, no, like, dude, we're gonna be bros with the government. Like, so like you kind of like relate to Captain America more.
You get it.
But then when you get into it, it's like, all right, you're kind of a dick too. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah. You got a beard down there?
yeah.
Thank you.
So I think that's why it's just a good story.
It was.
Like Alex said, because like it's just like you fucking just look at both sides.
I mean, people talk about them deviating from the comics a lot,
I don't see any
but
problem with that.
I think sometimes it's not going to translate well to a movie, and you're going to have to alter it.
Civil War, it worked for what they were going for.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I mean,
it was perfect.
It was the perfect movie
It was a
for
good
that
movie.
type of movie.
It was really good
Well,
movie.
well,
And it didn't.
I don't know. I feel like there's some things they left out that they could have put in. Like there was more heroes in the actual Civil War.
oh, dude, there's
a lot more.
Yeah,
They didn't have to have all of them, but they should have had more. They didn't have a huge pool.
But you're getting
Yeah,
ready to
characters.
pack it full in Infinity War.
Yeah,
now.
they're going nuts
Oh, okay.
with fucking
Everyone, dude.
everybody.
Everyone.
There's gonna be they're like just like there's gonna be so many Marvel characters in it.
Yeah.
Like, but
What if you get a fucking version of Wolverine?
I don't know how
Would
it's gonna
you-
happen. But
if they-
But doesn't he get
if Fox did a
reincarnated
deal-
in the comics or something? Can he come back?
I'm talking like an MCU version, like they did.
it's
with Spider-Man.
it's ownership is what he's talking about.
Okay.
See, Fox owns X-Men,
Right.
so and Disney owns the MCU, like the Avengers and all that shit.
Okay.
That's why those two universes are different. Now, if Wolverine's gone now, everybody knows that. Now, fucking, what if Marvel for Infinity War struck up a deal with Fox, like they did with Sony? Said, like, you know, we'll split ownership of fucking Wolverine. Just one. I
Well,
could potentially see a new Wolverine real fast.
Hugh did say he'd come back if that happened.
I
Did you see that?
Yeah, I would be totally alright with that.
I bet he would do it too.
Oh, fuck, he'd be so good.
He would
Alright.
do the pressure he would get. He would just. I think that's why he's saying it.
I heard what happened in Logan, but I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's not a state secret. Everybody knows he's done and he's dead.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Oh, he dies at the end.
Oh, you didn't
I didn't know that.
You didn't know? Oh, did I ruin it? You didn't know that?
I didn't really think they'd kill him.
You be on Facebook? You haven't been on Facebook recently?
I seriously did not.
Have you
know
not
that.
seen it yet?
No, I've not
Oh,
seen
yeah,
it.
I definitely.
You know
saw
he's
it.
dead.
He dies in the comic. I didn't think they.
He killed him in the movie, yeah. I haven't seen it, but that's what I heard too, so I don't know.
It was...
How does he die? No, I can't.
No, you don't.
You can't.
You
You
don't.
can't, dude. I mean, even though we don't have no one listening, we probably just. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
Don't say anything how it happens.
I'm not gonna say
you're
how it
about
happens.
to.
No, I wouldn't know how that happens. I'll tell you how it happens.
Well, you can. Yeah, off
No.
air you can. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. You tell everybody.
I was just... I think...
Just spoil everything.
I think
tonight.
Fox is getting the message. And I think they're going to take this ball and run with it. Like, they've seen what Logan and Deadpool can do. And I think they're going to recognize that they can go and rebrand X-Men or X-Force or whatever is coming up next as a grittier adult version of comic book movies. And make fucking mad bank that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you put out a line of, you know, hard PG-13 R movies, like on that line, people will go watch that shit. You know what I mean? When you can get as bloody and as actiony as you possibly can and just do it crazy.
Yeah, but you don't have to get ridiculous.
No, not fucking... I'm not talking super ridiculous,
I know you're not,
but like,
but, like-
if you want to do a bloody version, you know what I mean? Because you don't get blood in freaking MCU. But not like a lot. You get some scrapes and scrapes and scratches and bruises. But like, fucking... When it comes to the R-rated Fox X-Men movies like Deadpool and Logan, you're getting brain splatters and fucking stab wounds and shit. That's the big difference.
It's a little more like realistic in some way, I guess.
And they're starting to let directors like do the movie justice. Just fucking drop the...
Why would you stop
Which
your point?
which movie?
I don't know.
Why would you stop your point to bitch? It wasn't even that fucking loud.
You're like edging it.
What? I'm also listening to you.
I'm sorry.
You would. Jesus Christ.
Was it?
Sorry, it was not.
It wasn't even that big of a fucking deal.
So bad.
I don't understand why you would stop.
I don't know either. It just caught my attention. I thought you were trying. I thought you were doing it really slow on purpose.
No, because I was like,
Now we are. We're back. I don't know where that cut off at,
oh, that's good.
but I don't know. I could have listened to it before I restarted it, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about Star Wars and the fake trailer. I wonder why it keeps doing that. We need a new cord.
You know, I've never actually seen Star Wars before.
What? Yeah, you have.
No.
Why would you say things like that?
They're kind of childish.
They're kind of childish.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm real mad.
Are you real mad?
A little bit.
Are you?
No.
Let's see how mad you get.
I'm not gonna get mad. I wouldn't feel this.
Let's see.
Just admit it. You've watched them.
I've never actually seen a Star Wars movie in my life.
You've seen a Star Wars movie,
Never.
man. Yeah, yeah.
Not once.
I don't believe that.
Where are you going?
Star Wars
Close
like,
the door.
1.
It's fine. It'll stop. Don't worry about it.
What's that dude's name?
Which one?
Darth Slater.
Darth Slater? Mario Lopez?
You ever seen Spaceballs?
Oh yeah.
I like Spaceballs.
That pissed me off. You see Spaceballs and
You mean like I've seen Spaceballs. Isn't that what Star Wars is based off of?
Yeah. It's like a serious version.
Right.
Star Wars is a parody version of Spaceballs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen Star Wars. Heard good things.
Heard good things.
It's anything like Spaceballs. Yeah.
Heard that prequel trilogy really good. The Jar Jar, really.
I heard the bad guy actually has a regular sized helmet.
Compared to the big sized helmet in Spaceballs.
I never watched Spaceballs.
You've never seen
You've
Spaceballs?
never seen Spaceballs?
Oh,
what the
man.
fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
How are you a
That's
fan
just
of
as
comedy?
bad.
You've never fucking seen that movie.
I've watched it on Comedy Central in and out before. I'm just never stuck with it.
Oh my
I
god.
owned Spaceballs at one point.
I don't-
I wish I owned it. I should own it.
I own it.
You own it?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the matter? Give it to me then.
You want it? You
Yeah.
I'm going to start selling a bunch of shit on eBay.
Well, if you give it to... No, don't sell it to me, motherfucker.
I'm not going to sell it
I'll
to
give
you.
you $2.
I'll just give it to you.
What is it on VHS?
You get the friend price. No. What the fuck? No.
I had a DVD of it.
DVD.
Okay. I was like, if it was gonna be Blu-ray, I'm like, you mean you bought it recently? You're fine. You haven't.
You went out special and purchased
Yeah.
this. No, I have it on DVD. I have like 1,000 DVDs I'm never gonna watch anymore, so I'm just gonna start selling them.
I mean, that's a good idea, but if you give me Spaceballs, I'm gonna watch it once, and then one time you're here, I'm just gonna make you watch it. I'm gonna make you. Why do you refuse?
Because it makes you mad.
Refusing to watch it?
Yeah. It upsets you.
It doesn't really upset me. I don't really care that much. I just think it's a movie.
I've watched like bits and pieces of
No, you
it.
should watch all of it.
Okay, I'll fucking watch goddamn Spaceballs.
You should.
I'll watch
Dude, I
it.
tell people I'll watch shit all the time and never do it.
I know.
You know?
You've done it to me 100 times.
How have you?
I know you do watch
Saddles?
shit. I believe
Huh?
that.
Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
I did. I don't like it.
Did you ever finish
So you just don't like
Dexter?
Mel Brooks? That's what you're telling me right
Probably.
now. Jesus Christ! What the fuck's the matter with you?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I'm done talking about this.
Why does it make you mad? I just don't like that kind of
I think
comedy.
Mel Brooks is. He's funny.
That's fine. You're allowed to think that's funny. It's still my cup of turds, man.
You're allowed to not think it's funny, but I think you're fucking stupid.
It was really mean.
Did you ever finish Dexter?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, now he's a lumberjack. I can do without that. Should've
I
just-
hope they make another, like, just one season so that he's still, like, doing bad shit or something.
As a lumberjack.
Yeah,
I hope.
lumberjack.
I hope they make one more episode, and at the
Yeah,
first
one episode
30
would be good.
The first 30 seconds of it, someone clubs him over the head because they recognized him.
They just kill him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That'd be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that's
that
how
would
they
bring, like,
should've
resolution to the story.
Someone should have found him and blew his fucking brains out.
Good, you cunt.
Slam that door shut.
I would have been okay if he like committed suicide or something too. That would have been alright.
Yeah.
Even like with his sister, they had the perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
They could have both just like, and they made it almost seem like he did, but they didn't, and that was really lame.
Yeah. I'm real mad about it still.
Yeah.
I just know how it ended.
The rest of the series was pretty damn good. The last season
Dude.
itself was like, eh.
Dude, the last few seasons, because
Yeah, it was the last two. 'Cause that old lady got involved.
I didn't like it after the after Deb found out he was killing stuff.
What see, I stopped liking that show when did what's his face?
John Lithgow,
Yeah.
season 3.
That was probably the last time I remember liking it.
I watched 2 seasons past that, and that's where I fell off. Really, I mean, I kept watching it, just not. Really
Yeah, I saw it.
John
I was just
Lithgow.
yeah, I remember
the guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
Is that Barney's dad in How I Met Your Mother? Because he's in one of those seasons. I think he's like
Yes.
Dexter's real father or something like that. Or just a friend, or I don't remember how he meets him.
No, he's
Because that guy's in that show somewhere.
the Trinity Killer.
Yeah, I think
that's his name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that season a lot.
Yeah.
That's the one where his wife got murdered and
Oh yeah,
the kids get all fucked up.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was really good till like 7 or 8. And there's 9 seasons in there, or is there 8?
I never even made it that
There's
far. I probably made
I
it to
didn't
like
like it.
5.
True Blood kind of got really lame by the last season too. It was good.
They lost their showrunner and didn't replace him with anyone good. So
Yeah.
that's what it sucks. Vampires. Dude, I like the first like 3 or 4 seasons of that show.
Probably the first 5 and like the beginning of season 6 I like. But season 6 by the end of it I didn't even want to finish it anymore.
Uncle Daddy Jason, I want to be a werepanther. There's that kind of shit in there.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, now there's witch doctors.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things.
Shit like that. I'm like,
That's what I liked about it though, is that there wasn't just like your typical mythical creatures in it. There was also other stuff a little bit.
you could have stopped at fucking werewolves. I would have been alright.
I like the way they did werewolves.
I don't know what the fuck
Honestly.
you're even talking about.
Oh, that's right, you didn't watch it, huh?
Yeah, watch
Nope.
True Blood.
Well, I had a girlfriend that would watch it, so I would just
It was on.
it was on, and then every once in a while, what was her name? Snooky.
Yeah, she whooped her kid out.
I don't know. even
She
know
would
what
just
her name
every
is.
time she would just fucking be on screen talking. I'd just like vampires. Snooky's cat. Yeah, that's what I would do. I was Snooky. Vampires. That's all I fucking thought it was.
That movie was nothing but freaking Stephen Moyer and Anna Paquin's boobs. That was that entire show.
Vampires.
At least once an episode, they're gonna do it in tall grass, and you're gonna sit.
Just made me.
I think there was other stuff in the show. There was other content for a while. Then it got really lame.
All I remember is this fucking porn.
There was definitely. That's just something that HBO suffers from. Is too much porn.
That's all they fucking do.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
They
watch
can have
Game
really
of
good
Thrones, 'cause there's
shows.
like rape scenes and shit, like literal rape scenes.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, this is too much. No, I'm not watching that.
I liked it in
I
The
don't-
Sopranos.
It's alright then.
because I expected it from them.
No, it's just too much.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones yet.
And Game
You
of
ever
Thrones,
watch Game of Thrones? It's a pretty good show.
it's just HBO is just like pumped this money into it, but it's still fucking cheesy as shit.
I wonder what the next one's gonna be.
You ever watch Lucifer? I think it's on Fox right now.
I don't trust Fox.
Lucifer's
I
pretty
don't
good.
I don't trust television.
No.
I don't watch TV shows. They're mostly bullshit, anyways. I don't know. Vampires. That's all I fucking.
I liked it for a while.
Yeah, you probably did.
I'm sorry, I like things other people like sometimes.
Well,
And that's
you mean
okay.
you like things that females like.
I'm
Because females like
listen,
True Blood.
I have feelings.
That's
alright?
dumb though.
That's okay.
People-
You can have a feminine
Females
side.
like the Avengers too.
I liked How I Met Your Mother.
I liked How I Met Your Mother.
I don't like that. And
I watched that
I'm not gonna say that's a girl show.
I haven't
I'm gonna
watched
say
the
that
last season all the way
It's
through
not a
yet.
funny show. That's why I don't think it's
I really
funny.
enjoyed it.
There was a good story to it.
Yes.
There was a really good
It was
story to
funny.
it. Yeah, and it was
And
funny
I
at
like
some
Neil
points.
Patrick Harris.
Am I getting ganged up on?
Yeah, you are a little
Yeah.
bit.
Damn it.
Or
Tables switched, man.
Yeah.
we're attacking you.
I know what I
Did
want.
you like Breaking Bad?
Fuck yeah, that's actually
think-
good television.
I think Breaking
man.
Bad is
What
like
about
secretly
Shameless?
a comedy.
What is that?
Shameless.
I always
love
thought it was
Shameless.
really funny. It was like dark comedy.
Yeah. Oh no,
It's
dude.
definitely
Thank
dark
you.
comedy.
I say that. Yeah, it's definitely
really
a dark comedy.
Like even like the terriblest shit that happens, most of the time there's
It's
like
funny.
it's funny
It's
in
funny.
some way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even if it's just the way that they shot it, like that, like an overhead of Walter White stumbling in his underwear.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's funny.
But you're still on edge because
Yeah.
you hear sirens.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you get that little.
It was just funny because he was a goofball.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny.
Have you
And
guys
then,
ever
but
watched BoJack Horseman?
No.
I didn't get
That
it.
show is
But
really good.
I've
man.
heard
You'd
it's
like
good.
it.
I've heard
it's probably one of my favorite shows.
I think
now.
I watched.
I miss F is for Family.
That was pretty.
Are they making more of that? or is
Yeah,
it
they're making
done?
a season 2.
That's
Are
what I
they?
thought.
F is so you told me you never heard of Bill Burr. That's Bill Burr.
He
F
knows
is
all
for
of it.
Family.
Well, I didn't really look at the cast. I mean,
Oh, but that's
He's the dad, and he writes that.
He writes it. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, you should like watch this shit on. You have Netflix, obviously. Watch this shit.
yeah, I've had.
But that show is good. Holy shit, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
I watched it once.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched like a couple episodes when it premiered on Netflix, and I was just like, nah.
Come and Get Your Love for the beginning thing. It's
Oh yeah, that's.
perfect for the time setting of.
Oh yeah,
1970.
definitely. No, you're right.
Yeah.
But I watched like 1 or 2 episodes at first, and I was like, I wasn't really crazy about it. And then like I think I watched. He was on Rogan's podcast one time, and they showed one of the trailers. Like, not even the I saw a trailer for it before. And I don't remember this trailer, and I don't know. I saw this trailer, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna watch this show. And then I watched it, and I was just like, I was glad I did.
Oh hell yeah.
So I was just like,
The same thing happened for me for BoJack Horseman. I watched the first episode and I was like, "This is good," but I don't really
see,
care
I'm gonna have
for
to
it.
because that's what I did.
And then whenever I watched like maybe an episode or 2 from season 2. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And I like went back and watched the whole thing, and it's really good. It's very funny. There's like puns all over the place. It's very philosophical. It's very like nihilistic, kind of like how a lot of
Yes.
people like Rick and Morty for being nihilistic. BoJack Horseman is way more nihilistic than I think Rick and Morty
I've
will
never
ever
seen
be.
Rick and Morty. And
Rick and Morty's pretty good.
I want to so bad.
I'd say
I know
it's like a
good.
9 out of 10. Where like BoJack is like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
'Cause Rick and Morty's very sciencey, but it's like bullshit science, but it's still like kind of geeky and fun. I really like both of them.
But BoJack Horseman, yeah, I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it, and I just didn't get it. But I
doesn't-
hear, like you said, like
After-
just give it another try.
I'm gonna say like halfway through season 1, it just like immediately gets way better, and then the rest of the show is.
I don't even think I made it to halfway.
Yeah, I
through.
only
That's
made it
probably
to like
why.
episode 1 or maybe half of episode 2 before I gave it a second chance.
Yeah.
Like Nate said, did you guys ever watch Shameless?
Oh, you had to bring up Shameless. You had to fucking interrupt our.
Dude,
No, I'm just
I know.
kidding.
I've never seen Shameless. I actually don't even.
Oh, calm down.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
What's Shameless even about? I've never even seen it.
The worst people in the world.
Yeah.
And it's
a terrible father.
Oh, holy shit. William H. Macy is so good.
I've seen it. I've just
Oh,
not
I
seen
love
all
him
of
as-
it.
Oh, I've marathoned the
I love
entire
him as
fucking
Frank.
thing. I couldn't get enough of it. I don't know why. It's like everybody's
like-
new addiction
do you-
right
do
now,
you
but I've been
like
doing
the
it for like
UK
4
version?
months. I never watched the UK version.
Me
I'm
neither.
American.
Exactly. That's why.
I'm American, Nate!
I'm sure it's probably not. Well, people say it's great, but people say the UK version of The Office is great. Never watched
I
it.
like the original Office.
I'm not even that big fan of the original Office, to be honest. Because
I didn't watch
It
either
made me
one.
laugh a lot.
Hold on, have you ever watched Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because Parks and Rec is way better than The Office.
I really like the Office, but. Okay. I know what
first-
you mean.
At first, The Office was good, and then it
Parks and Recreation it's really good.
I never went past season 1 of Parks and Rec.
oh, that gets where you fucked up because
But didn't they get a different showrunner from
season one's a completely different show.
Really?
Like I know you can say that for a lot of shows that season one's a completely different, but like it literally like they were going for an Office spoof in season 1, and but like season 2, it's a completely different show.
Is it still like that? They're talking to a camera type of thing.
Yeah, but it's not done like Leslie Knope was basically just a Michael Scott clone, and by season 2, she's not. She's completely different.
Must have got some new writers, maybe.
They did, and then I think they involved Amy Poehler. Or she may have been involved in season 1. I'm not too sure about that.
They either got her involved or made her not be involved.
No, she was involved with the show. It's like throughout, from there on, she was. I know she was. Because I watched all of it, because it's fucking fantastic. It's so good. It's way better than The Office. And that's my opinion. Because The Office was good. For a little while.
Have you guys watched any Viceland programming?
Not yet. I tried to.
I'm telling you, man. Watch Hate Thy Neighbor.
Hate Thy Neighbor.
Hate Thy Neighbor is really good.
What's that about?
It's
I've heard
this
of
guy named Jamali. He's a British comedian who's like half black, half white, and he goes around. He meets hate groups and like the leaders of hate groups and stuff, and just kind of interviews them, talks to them, meets a lot of the members, and it's very interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Like one of the dudes tries to fight him, and most of them are actually pretty kind to him, but they definitely like a lot of them. It's real interesting. They try to claim they're not racist, and then say like the most racist shit you'll ever hear
Jesus.
the next second, and it's really bad. The first episode is about the Nazi Party in America. I don't know what it's called exactly, but there's a Ulysses, Pennsylvania is where they go.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Well,
the Nazi part.
It's
the
a
Republicans.
different. They have a different way of calling themselves, but they're still very racist.
You mean Republicans?
Yeah.
They're the far right.
The alt-right. The alt-right.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
We're
called.
different. We're different. No, you mean regular Republicans, so that you just fucking I don't know.
I don't think right.
No, not right.
You guys know that.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
The far right is like based in racism. I think the far left is based in racism too.
Oh,
they're like
fuck yeah, it is.
They
It so
claim
is.
they're anti-racist,
Yeah.
but like they just fucking step all over everything and claim that since you're this, you have to be protected, which is a
Yes.
form of racism in
Yep.
itself. It's still separating people and
Oh,
separating
yeah,
everything.
Classism.
It is classism, and it's close to fascism. It's like the opposite. It's like if there was a coin and one side was fascism, the other side would be the far left in America, I think. And I think they're going to lead. If they keep getting more popular, I think they're not getting popular. They're starting to die down a little bit, luckily. But like the whole SJW PC movement, it's just, I think they're being manipulated by people that
I think they
have a certain agenda for
got a bunch
themselves.
of trophies they didn't
That's
earn.
some of it. I don't think the trophy thing really matters.
I do.
I don't know, man.
100%.
I carry all my participation trophies.
I won a
with me
game of
everywhere
Connect
I
4
go,
against
so.
my 9-year-old. He will lose his fucking mind.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I
He
mean,
can't lose.
he can't lose.
Neither one of my kids
Do you think
can
that
lose.
has to do with like the technology era? Do they have any like cell phones or anything?
I think it has to do that when they started playing sports or any activities, no one kept score and everyone got treated the same.
No one kept score.
No, they don't keep fucking score.
That's that's a little crazy.
No,
That's a little crazy. Because I must have been like right before that sort of shit started. Because I never got a participation award. I got.
you have. If you play
No,
sport, you got
okay,
one.
I probably got a participation award of some sort, but I don't remember it. I don't think about it at all. I don't think that like I carry that with me.
They started that shit
'Cause-
in the mid 1990s.
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably do give them out, but I've never really recognized it.
difference.
I don't think people think about that.
If you have a
I think
decent
there's
parent,
other
she fucking threw it away.
I think there's other problems that like happen that are more important than the whole participation award.
No,
thing
but that's
that
where-
contribute to it. It's like that ideology.
Yes,
I don't think that
it's-
specifically people use that as like a cornerstone for it. I don't think that's true.
I absolutely think it's true.
I think the ideology like behind the participation award kind of like is enforced a little too
disagree
much.
with someone in that generation. When you disagree or have a counter view, they treat it as if you're attacking them.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with them 100%,
There's a
you're
different-
fucking wrong, and you're a fucking fascist and a goddamn Nazi, and fucking I can't believe you would think about that. Now, in turn, what's worse? Like having.
Right.
That's why people won't talk about this shit. This is why we have, like... You didn't know a fucking Trump supporter until he got fucking elected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In your personal life?
Right.
And then, like, you started finding out, well, fucking, I voted for him, and fucking... It's a bunch of that secret shit. And the reason he fucking won is because of people that fucking attacked other people for having a different point of view.
Yes.
I think both the far right and the far left again are both to blame for Trump's presidency. I think them being like you're saying, like little pussies and like crying about everything, that like made people want Trump more.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
they see that and it's such a like it's a huge like logical fallacy.
They want to
really.
be able to say smear the queer again without being fucking hung at the cross. You know what I mean?
Which
that's a fun childhood game.
yeah.
But
They want more
To beat up your friends.
yeah,
It's
like
not, but but then there's the.
It's not a gay slur in that sense.
They're the same thing. They're just
they're just
they
like the
bitch about
opposite
different
side.
things. They're the opposites. They're the opposites of each other. They're the same goddamn thing.
They like bitch at each other, but they both have the same attitude that just have different belief systems.
Exactly.
It's like
they're
that.
both cunts.
Yeah, they're both cunts. That's what it comes down to.
And it comes in cycles.
Yeah.
Because we had Bush and he was just fucking it up, and it's like being on a swing, like you swing forward and then fucking Bush is in there and everybody's all fucking mad, and then you come back and you got Obama and now you have to have health care and everybody has to get along and treat people nice, and now we're going forward and everybody's a fucking Nazi and we're gonna fucking pollute the goddamn earth.
Social issues might have been dealt with better in the Obama administration, but I think he's a tyrant overall. And he's kind of a war criminal if you look at the stuff he's done.
I don't think that he's fucking.
I don't think he's like. I don't. Yeah,
I think
that too. But he did like have to like put his authorization on a more military movement. He used that.
Not really.
But there hasn't really been any president that would deny that sort of stuff since JFK, anyways.
He's reading a 3-page long briefing first thing in the morning and going, yes and no.
Yeah,
He didn't get the other 97 pages. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He got a location, why they're there, a brief summary, and fucking, would you like one lump or two?
So you don't think that he like you don't think that he like saw something that he knew was wrong and said yes to it?
I'm not saying
war criminals.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying yes or no to that. I mean,
okay.
I'm saying
I understand what you mean.
he's writing off on it, but he probably doesn't know.
It's like a job, kind of, or like you just come in and kind of do what you need to do.
He's dealing with fucking 50,000 goddamn things,
and he has to like make the decisions for the future of the world too. You know,
and it's not outside,
somewhat, you know, and he just
it's not outside the realm of possibility to think that he's just going, you know what, you fucking handle it.
Right, especially after
that's what you have a cabinet for.
Especially after like 8 years of it, you see how much like every president ages whenever they're the president.
Oh, it's awful.
It's so much stress. I can't imagine. Even if I do think Barack Obama's
71?
like,
Trump's up there.
Like in age.
Yeah.
No, he's younger than 71 because 71.
No,
was
he's
like
in his
Bernie's.
70s.
Is he in his 70s?
Yes, he's like 71.
I thought he was in his 60s.
No, he's gonna fucking die in there. Like.
He's old.
He
doesn't look that old.
I feel like he's done a lot of coke in his days.
I feel like he's fucking gross and he doesn't know what he got himself
Well,
into.
the money he has.
I think he's actually really smart and knows what he got himself into specifically.
You know.
I think
he won a popularity contest and
he did, but he did it because he's intelligent and he knew how to win it. He took advantage of the
He's 70.
people.
70?
Yeah.
He's just
fucking
70.
that's still gross.
It's still
old
pretty
for a
out
president.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's gonna have he's already having a pretty difficult time from the looks of it. So
You know what I would like to see
who knows
in the
how
next
long it
election?
lasts.
I would like to see five parties
That would be nice.
nominate 2 people. And whatever you designate yourself, you can designate yourself under any 5 of these parties, alright?
Okay.
Now, when you do that, you vote for the candidate of your choice in that party. And instead of having a president, you have a council representing all 5 branches of what everybody believes in.
Right.
And when it comes to an issue, majority vote wins. You know what I mean? Do we have to go to war with this country? Fucking 3 votes wins it. No bitching, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a pretty efficient system overall.
And why the fuck
Compared to what we have right now, there's so much like laws and bullshit holding it up for any decision to be made. Sometimes, depending on what it is, it's like one day, and another time it could be like 6 months before a decision on something is made. And if you got 5 people,
majority fucking rules. It's in no one's best interest. It's in everyone's best interest.
I think with technology, it can be possible to get like a sort of system where almost everyone has the say, where you have like a week to figure out a problem. But I think that has a lot of problems with it too, because not everyone's going to understand what they're seeing either and still vote on it.
I don't need to know that. I know that fucking these 5 people just handle it. And why can't I vote on my phone? Do you know there's 29 point something percent of eligible voters did not vote?
I thought it was more than that.
It's like it's something ridiculous, like 29%.
Because they just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Because
It's too inconvenient.
there's nothing that really,
Oh, yeah.
like... I don't know if it's too inconvenient. Sometimes it's just no one represented their...
I think a lot of it was fucking the younger generation wanting to be a Facebook warrior, posting fucking Bernie quotes,
I think
and then
you're
not
right.
go fucking vote.
I
think
voted.
you're right too, but
Because
Do you want to guess who I voted for?
Gary Johnson?
No, I would have back in 2012. I didn't this time around.
I did.
I voted for Jill Stein.
Did you?
Yeah.
Either or.
I thought the Green Party was like what Bernie claimed to be.
I
At least.
listened to Gary Johnson
I didn't really
on...
trust Bernie too much.
I don't agree with everything Bernie said. I trust Bernie. I think that he would do what he believes, but I just don't agree with most of what he said. Well, a lot of what he said. Socially, I'm very much on board. I just...
You know, he's a little too... It would have been too regulated.
He's a
under
little
him.
too
He's a
left for me.
well, yeah, he is and he isn't.
I thought he was like... He was almost like the exact same thing that he didn't want to be. Is that he was like government regulation up the ass whenever he claimed to be about freedom. And it was like freedom through regulation and through like a bunch of processes and stuff. I don't know. He just didn't... I think he kind of manipulated people too. But then again, once you get that far in politics and you're trying to become president of a nation...
Everyone's gonna be shit.
Yeah, you can't be truthfully honest with yourself. I don't think anyone out there like that really exists.
I like how the DNC just totally fucked him.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Everybody found out about it, and no one did a fucking thing.
Right.
Why'd that happen?
And then she lost anyways, and then...
Because we had
Now-
Facebook to bitch on instead of
Yeah.
fucking
Well-
going out in the streets protesting.
Well, that's true, too. That's
I
definitely...
think that's part of it. I don't think that's the whole story, but I think that's a little part of it.
No.
Because really something should have been done. It was proven voter fraud in several cases.
Right, yeah.
And I don't think any news station has reported on that since like October. Or
Oh,
probably
no.
before that.
Hell no.
Whatsoever. And another thing is that mainstream media is dying. And now like memes are actually becoming like a very big source for news and opinion. Which is
You're
kind
like
of a scary
part of the
thing.
truth. Like,
It's like a quick digestible
It's the same fucking thing. That, like
it's quicker than watching news on TV.
It is quicker, but it's the same fucking... You're only getting half the shit... You know, you're only getting half the story when you fucking put on NBC and shit like that. You're only getting half the story.
a good example is I saw a meme the other day about them talking about bringing in like foreign... They're still bringing in foreign steel. And like they're blaming it on Trump. But the truth is... They paid for that way back when.
Right.
Fucking... They're not getting a refund on that shit.
No.
It's been sitting on a boat for 3 months getting over here.
Right.
Like, it's still coming because we've already paid for it. You don't get to say that, oh, Trump's still bringing in the foreign shit, and... I mean,
my bitch from him isn't fucking...
yeah, it's not
him bringing in foreign shit because I already knew he wasn't gonna do it. I already knew. That's
You can't not do it at this point. It would take a long time to
would take
integrate
a long
everything
way.
back into
Yeah, it
US.
absolutely would.
But
it's
whether
just-
he wants to do that or not, it's going to take
Right.
longer than his presidency.
It's just the fact that yes, we all know it's been going on, but we all know. Well, not we
more.
don't all know, but anyone who's smart knows that he was never going to bring in anything. He was always going to bring something in from foreign countries.
Well, you can't not. Because that's... It's just
But
not,
people that
that's
fucking
not how the
believe him is what I'm
world
saying.
works.
People that believe him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he always goes around and just be like, you know what I mean? But like, everything, all of his fucking failed business and shit, his clotheslines were all like, they make America great again t-shirts and hats and
all made in China. Make America great again.
That's what's fucking hilarious about it. We all know there's nothing you can...
out of the highlighter.
I think every Trump supporter knows that too, somewhere.
But they won't say it to you.
Yeah,
they won't even admit it.
They won't admit it, but I
if you
think
say it to- if
they've
you-
seen it and they do
They
believe
do.
it. At
They
some
know
point.
it, but they won't.
It's just-
They won't. And if you bring it up to them, they'll just fucking. They won't even argue it. They just won't. They won't even address it
I think that most
because
of,
they're so fucking. I'm sorry, stupid. A lot of
It's
them.
not just them
I
though.
don't
It's
think it's
it's
that.
spread around everywhere. It's just that a lot of times the stupid majority is the most vocal majority.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a
the
big
loud ones.
problem. You might get someone who's less stupid might post something on Facebook. Other than that, they'll talk to people they know about it, and that's probably it. They're not like gonna go and like scream it into a fucking megaphone their beliefs at you. They'll probably they'd be more likely to engage in like conversation or something. And, having conversation over grounds like this is a difficult thing in today's society.
Yeah.
Where people are already separated and just like you just see jobs and your friends, and that's like it.
That's
you can't
true. I mean,
really spread your opinion other than the internet or going to shout in a megaphone at someone.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't interested in that.
I think a lot of it too is
some
that
way.
they're not even really Trump supporters as much as they just can't do
The other
another
stuff.
4 years of being afraid they're going to be crucified for offending someone.
I agree with that too. I completely agree with
There's
that.
a lot of it.
I think
Wow.
that's why I think the left is really far to blame for Trump's
Oh,
election.
absolutely.
They are
Really
because
Screw it.
while their bitching is what's gotten these people to be like, this dude speaks his mind, man. You know what I mean? Like
Without thinking,
what the fuck he's actually saying.
and he's saying what's on his mind. He blatantly told you that that you're fucking stupid for paying taxes.
Okay, but he's still saying ridiculous fucking shit.
Yes.
People are just not even fucking just like, it's going right over their fucking heads. Now you're all fucking just coming out of the woodwork and just being like, I'm racist. Like, call them a racist. They get offended, but you're racist, and you're just fucking.
I don't think everyone who voted for him is racist.
Not everyone. No, I'm not.
think some
gonna be
people
that
saw-
dude.
No,
I'm not gonna
I
be that
agree.
dude. But listen, you gotta especially.
I think
in this area.
A great
in this area.
In this area,
probably,
there's a lot of people
it
that are just
going
fucking
on.
now you're just fucking completely opening the door and being like, yeah, I'm a racist.
How
a great
many-
quote
like,
about
even
it
like
was
it's
Now a
even
lot
as-
of people that voted for him are people that with good jobs that are fucking a little bit scared that they're gonna fucking I might not be able to live to Avs which you can't. It's shitty. It's shitty of them that they're that. But
I don't think they're all
com-
bad people.
You can't.
by
Yeah,
any
you
means.
can't.
Not
com-
even close to a majority.
You can't
of them are bad
completely
people.
blame them that they're worried about their fucking pension and shit like that. Mm-hmm. They've they got themselves somewhere. I understand that.
Yeah.
That's not like they
got
voted
kids.
for him. Exactly. They voted for him, and they're probably disgusted by it.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to think about that because they don't like him.
No.
But it's what was going to benefit them and their family. That's why
They legit think that's
I
gonna
completely
benefit
I
them.
make fun of Trump supporters a lot, but it's a joke because they're not all fucking.
No.
A lot of them are,
think
but not all of them. Not all of them are. A lot of them are definitely like that. Like it's just they were scared. They just didn't know what else to.
Yeah.
They didn't know what else to do.
Right.
Because you can't vote third party because third party never wins.
And things are looking so dangerous, and at least the way the media makes it look, the world is so dangerous nowadays. We're actually way safer than we've ever been in some way. I mean, if you take out nuclear threat, which I think is kind of out of the picture at this point.
It's out of the picture. But that's
The only problem
that's another
is
thing
the
where,
only problem with
there's-
it being out of the picture is that we lose risk of a rationalist, religious world country getting a hold of them.
Yes.
Because, not blaming the Muslims, but they do have countries that are ruled by radicalism.
Yeah.
There are some of them. If they got a hold of a nuke, they could, through their ideology, think that this is the right thing to do. And then we have mutually assured destruction where
Right.
one starts, it all goes.
This is but it's not.
And it almost happened in the 60s, but it didn't.
Right.
And I would like to think that it's not going to happen again.
And it's not.
Or it's not gonna get close,
It's not because of
hopefully.
a certain type of. It's not because of a certain
But-
race and nationality you are. It's because of
radicalism.
religion. Mm-hmm. Religion is a big big fucking problem. I don't even care. I'm
think-
saying this right now. It's a big fucking problem
is.
in the world.
I agree.
Because it fucks shit up. It fucks everything up. You can't have, like, you can't base your country on it. Like, it just doesn't. It's okay
There's
if
no,
you
like-
believe it, but it's not. You cannot be like, I want to fight a war because I don't believe this doesn't follow my religion. It's just ridiculous.
War and atrocity over in every human nature, except for, like, I don't know. There's, like, small things, but, like, huge, big things that affected the world and the human, like, society has happened because of religion, politics, or money. And that's
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
It's all of that.
Absolutely.
If there wasn't religions, politics, or money, maybe we'd be better off. Maybe we wouldn't. I don't know. Because maybe we just find something else to get mad at each other.
Sure.
I wouldn't really doubt that, you know?
But
and it's like...
that right now, it's the fucking... that's the issue. You are 100% correct. Those three things. Mm-hmm. Those three things. Some of them...
maybe it causes good things to happen sometimes. But I think overall... From my viewpoint, at least, I don't know if this is like
that's where you're like, sometimes
accurately.
money, yes, but religion,
Sometimes-
never. I
don't know. I
think
think religion can do good. I think it can. I think politics can do good, maybe sometimes.
There has to be a governing body.
there has to be, yes, but
It's like a necessary evil. I don't think religion necessarily is a necessary.
It shouldn't be
evil.
dictated by religion, though.
Yeah, government should not be dictated
Absolutely.
by religion. That's where the big problem in today's society lies, and that's another.
where if it's left out, it fucking will. It should work.
It should be.
You're still gonna always have corruption, but I think
I think
that's a big step to not make it be as corrupt.
I think it needs
Also with the money,
rebuilt from
also
the
with the
ground up.
money,
I think it's.
where we keep the business. And all that's another thing.
I think
With
something
the money,
good that
keep businesses out of it too. As you can't just no. It's not all fucking. It's not all hate religion.
it has a lot to do with like. It's like a hate system built out of love. It's kind of back to that coin thing, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely
because people like religion. They worry about their family, you know. I know Christians who like sometimes their only real belief is that they want to see like their family when they die or something,
Right.
you know, and that's what a lot of it lies down to is death. It's something hard to accept.
I think
You know,
me and Alex should just start a conspiracy podcast.
There we go. That should be it.
Just because like
He was telling me
I could
he wanted
fucking
me to.
literally sit here and talk to you about this shit for like I could keep going all night.
I could probably go.
I really like,
Unfortunately, we're about an hour and a half.
I know. That's why I said that because I
We'll have to do another one.
You were telling me you want me to get on here with Ryan one time because he's real into it
You
too.
need-
Oh, that would be good.
You need
that would
a
be good.
You and AJ need to come down and do a Rise happy hour.
Yeah.
That's what his shit's about. He likes talking that shit.
Yeah.
The big what if scenarios. But we're at an hour and a half. We're gonna kill it there.
Okay.
Since we're
Yeah.
Well, it's fun.
That was
Meeting
good. It was
on.
fun.
Hopefully, I come back down
Thank
again
you.
soon.
we'll do it again.
Yeah. Thank you guys both.
Thank
See
you guys
later,
for both coming here.
internet strangers.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you.